Top 10 most powerful air forces in the world. Hello everyone, welcome to vCompare, and we're back with another new video for you, which is the top 10 most powerful air forces in the world. Now, before we start, let's get some insight of the topic. So an air force, in the broadest sense, is the branch of a nation's armed forces primarily responsible for air warfare and is distinct from an army or navy. Their missions include gaining control of air, supporting land and naval forces, carrying out strategic operations like bombing and strafing. By and large, air forces play an important role in maintaining the security of a nation. With time, the battlefield has seen significant changes, which includes newer technologies and weapon upgrades. Air forces around the world are now a prime instrument of a nation's power. So let's cut the intro short and get right into it. But before we start, do note that this list excludes naval and army aircrafts. Now, with that clear, let's start right off. Number 10. The German Air Force. Founded in the year 1956, the German Air Force, also known as Luftwaffe, is the third largest air force in the European Union. Although Luftwaffe was formally established in 1935, it has no organizational continuity with the current German force, as it was disbanded following World War II. The term Luftwaffe, however, is designated to any air force in the German language. Currently, it has around 27,620 active personnel and over 465 manned aircrafts. The main combat jets consist of 141 Eurofighter Typhoons and 85 Panavia Tornadoes. At number 9, we have the Republic of Korea Air Force. Also known as ROK Air Force, the Republic of Korea Air Force was founded in the year 1949, and it operates under the South Korean Ministry of National Defense. It currently has about 65,000 active personnel and over 700 manned aircrafts, inclusive of around 400 combat jets and about 40 helicopters. The main combat jets consist of 16 F-35 Lightning IIs, 59 Boeing F-15Es, 167 F-16 Fighting Falcons, 60 KAI T-50s, 20 KAI T-50s, 100 Northrop F-5s, and 20-plus F-4 Phantom IIs. Next, at number 8, we have the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. The Japan Air Self-Defense Force, JASDF, is also referred to as the Japanese Air Force, and it was established in the year 1954. It's an aerial warfare branch of the Japan Self-Defense Forces and has an aerobatic team called Blue Impulse, which provides air transport in the peacekeeping missions of the United Nations. It has around 50,000 active personnel and approximately 750 manned aircrafts, inclusive of over 230 combat jets and around 60 helicopters. The main combat jets consist of 12-plus stealth F-35 Lightning IIs, 155 F-15 Eagles, 62 Mitsubishi F-2s, and 73 F-4 Phantom IIs. As of fiscal year 2021, the Japanese Air Force will change its name to the Japan Aerospace Self-Defense Force. On number 7, it's the French Air Force. It was a part of the French Army in 1909 as Service Aéronautique. However, it was made an independent service arm in the year 1934. The French Air Force played a notable role in World War II, and at present it's expanding and replacing its aircraft inventory. It currently has around 41,000 active personnel and over 640 manned aircrafts, out of which 150 are multi-role fighters and 70-plus are helicopters. The main combat jets include 12 Mirage 2000Cs, 28 Mirage 2005Fs, 70 Mirage 2000Ds, and 110 Rafale Bs and Cs. Moving on to number 6, we have the Royal Air Force. One of the oldest air forces in the world, the Royal Air Force was founded in the year 1918, in other words, 102 years ago. It played a larger role in the British military history, more for its significant role in the Battle of Britain during World War II. The Royal Air Force has around 33,840 active personnel and over 550 manned aircrafts, out of which around 160 are multi-role fighter jets and 90 are helicopters. The main combat jets include 18 F-35 Lightning IIs and 157 Eurofighter Typhoons. Coming in at number 5, we have the Israeli Air Force. The Israeli Air Force Air and Space Arm is also commonly known as Air Corps, and it's a branch of the Israeli Defense Forces. It was founded in 1948 after the Israeli Declaration of Independence. It has around 34,000 active personnel and around 650 manned aircrafts, of which 304 plus are multi-role fighters. The main combat jets include 22 stealth F-35 Lightning IIs, 58 F-15 Eagles, 25 F-15 Strike Eagles, and 224 F-16 Fighting Falcons. The number 4 on our list is the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force was founded in the year 1932 as an auxiliary air force of the British Empire, under which it was given the prefix Royal. After India gained independence in 1947, the name Royal Indian Air Force was still kept. However, with the transition of government to a republic in the year 1950, the prefix Royal was removed, and till date it's known as the Indian Air Force. It has around 140,000 active personnel and over 1,750 manned aircrafts, of which 500 are multi-role fighter jets. The main combat jets include 260 Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs, 36 Dassault Rafales, 41 Dassault Mirage 2000s, 66 Mikoyan MiG-29s, 18 Hel Tejas, and 110 plus Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-21s. At number 3 of our list, we have the People's Liberation Army Air Force. Founded in the year 1949, the People's Liberation Army Air Force is the largest air force in Asia. It's known for incorporating some of the most significant self-reliance combat aircrafts. It has around 398,000 active personnel and over 3,000 manned aircrafts, out of which nearly 1,600 are fighter jets. The main combat jets consist of 120 Zayan H-6s, 216 Zayan JH-7s, 38 Chengdu J-7s, 76 Sukhoi Su-30s, 24 Sukhoi Su-35s, 96 Shenyang J-8s, 500 plus Chengdu J-10s, 346 Shenyang J-11s, 128 Shenyang J-16s, and 20 plus Chengdu J-20s. At number 2, we have the Russian Air Force. The Russian Air Force was established in the year 1992 after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and it soon emerged as one of the strongest air forces in the world. In 2015, it merged with the Aerospace Defense Troops and formed the Russian Federation Aerospace Forces, which handles space launches, the satellite control network, and the space surveillance, to name a few. It has around 148,000 active personnel and over 3,914 manned aircrafts, of which 1,300 are helicopters and about 650 are multi-role fighter jets. The main combat jets consist of 88 Sukhoi Su-35s, 112 Sukhoi Su-30s, 2 MiG-35s, 192 Sukhoi Su-27s, 120 MiG-29s, and 135 MiG-31s. Finally, at number 1, we have the United States Air Force. The most technically advanced air force in the world, the United States Air Force was initially founded in the year 1907 as part of the United States Army. It was later established as a separate branch of the U.S. Armed Forces in the year 1947 after the National Security Act of 1947 was passed. It has over 320,000 active personnel and around 5,600 manned aircrafts, of which nearly 1,800 are multi-role fighter jets. The main combat jets consist of 195 stealth F-22 Raptors, 200 plus stealth F-35 Lightning IIs, 900 plus F-16 fighters, 230 F-15 Eagles, and 218 F-15 Strike Eagles. So, this brings us to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it thoroughly, and if you want to keep watching more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And until next time, keep watching VCompare, and we'll see you in the next one.